So today we're going to practice so that it becomes really clear how to follow this format, Mohammed, of opinion, reason, explain, and then down to the bottom where you restate your opinion. Okay? Okay. I'm going to give you some prompts and you're going to choose which one you want to do. Some choices. Okay? So the first step is this one. So I'm going to give you this target, okay? And we're going to go through this together. But the first step is going to be to decide what your opinion is. So let me show you an example. So this is one of the choices, and it says, persuade your teacher to stop giving homework. Okay. So, if you liked this prompt, Arabella's going to give you a target. Arabella, will you pass these out, please? When this one comes up, you're going to write, so what would your opinion be if you're persuading your teacher to stop giving homework? Your opinion should be something like 4th graders should not have homework. So that's what you would write in your target if you chose this prompt. Okay? Don't choose yet because there are some other ones. Okay? Maybe you want to persuade your parents to let you have an iPad. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you not to comment on each of these prompts. I just want you to think quietly in your own personal thought bubble. If you don't like the prompt, don't choose it. Perhaps you want to persuade your principal to extend summer vacation. Quiet. Hey, guys. You might remember 10 seconds ago when I asked you to keep your comments to yourself. Let's practice it on this one. Persuade your parents to let you have a birthday party. Nice job. Persuade your teacher to let you bring your pet to school. Oh, that was a fail. We want to keep all of our thoughts to ourselves. Persuade your parents to buy you a certain new toy. You can choose which one you want, whatever toy it is, if this is your choice. Persuade your teacher to give you a longer recess. Let's see if there's any other ones. Persuade your parents to let you get a pet fish, but you could choose any pet. Persuade your principal to let the whole school watch a movie. Thank you guys for being quiet. You're doing a great job. Persuade your parents to let you go to Disney World. So remember, when you hear one that you're like, oh my gosh, I love that one, put it in your target. Persuade your best friend to read your favorite book. Persuade your parents to let you stay up later. Okay, so we'll go through those again as I take them away. These are your choices. So last run through. So on the board we've got persuade your parents to let you go to Disney World. So you're just choosing one of these, Barrett, quietly in your own desk. So it's on here, and it's also on in your writer's notebook, on your card that hopefully you added there, the red one about opinion. So persuade your parents to let you go to Disney World. Persuade your principal to let the whole school watch a movie. Persuade your best friend to read your favorite book. Persuade your parents to let you stay up late. Persuade your teacher to let you bring a pet to school. Persuade your parents to buy you a certain toy. Persuade your teacher to give you a longer recess. Persuade your parents to let you get a pet, maybe a fish, maybe a dog that we just talked about. Persuade your teacher to stop giving homework. Persuade your parents to let you have an iPad or maybe some other piece of technology. Persuade your principal to extend summer vacation. Lastly, persuade your parents to let you have a birthday party. Okay, so you have to choose one, even if there's 3 of them that you love. And then you're going to write your opinion or your position, since we're persuading, in the center of your circle. Choose your position. We're going to write your opinion here.
I think wrong or something. Like the recess one.
You don't want a longer recess?
No.
You don't have to.
I mean, extra recess. Not really. I took no homework.
Okay. Now, all around our target, this is where you brainstorm reasons. So, you think about your audience. You're persuading an adult in all of these cases, right? Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your teacher, maybe the principal. So, you have to think of some good reasons that would be convincing for a grown-up, right? To do what you want. And these ideas to brainstorm, remember, when you brainstorm, you put down all ideas. You're not saying, oh, I don't really like that idea. When it comes to your head, you write it down. You can cross it off later, okay? So I want you to put all of your ideas that support your position or your claim on the outside of your circle, okay? I'm going to give you about, let's see how many you can get down in 1 minute, and then we'll share with someone around you. Here we go. 1 minute to start brainstorm all of your ideas. It's going to be like a tornado of ideas. Ready, go. All right, that was a minute. Did anybody else have 3 ideas? I have 3. Okay, so continue to brainstorm your ideas and choose one that you have so far to share with your elbow partner. Ready, go.
Do chores. The kids have please 4th graders should not have homework.
How do you spell Persuade? Like Persuade. Persuade. Is it in here?
Yep.
Persuade. Yeah. Persuade.
It should be right here in your card. Persuade.
Just taking out 3 reasons.
What, babe?
What? I said so kids have family and friends who play games.
Great. Okay, keep going. All right, after you share your idea and hear one from your partner, please have a seat and see if you can come up with some more ideas.
And so I have a backup device for my phone, guys. And so it replaces the last 5 iPads ever.
Done with the school break, and that's my opinion. We should extend break. And I also said I want to spend more time at home. Done.
Okay. Now, after you're like me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our next step is going to be to choose your top 3 reasons. I know it, it's hard. So choose your top 3.
That's easy. I don't even have.
You gotta have 3.
I
And if you don't have 3, then you need choose your top 3. That's a good problem to have. In your paper should be on your desk and you're choosing your top 3. Do you have 3 reasons, Julie? Yeah, you need to have 3. The sharp pencil in the cup, go get it. Okay. I'm going to have you pause and drop your pencils for a moment. Drop your pencils. I'm going to tell you the next step. Okay. Even if you're not ready, I'm still going to tell you the next step. So drop your pencils and point to me. Okay, thank you. So I have this lovely organizer to help you see exactly where everything goes. Okay, you can stop pointing. And it looks like this. This shows you the Oreo. Okay, we've got opinion sentence, which in my case would be something like 4th graders should not have homework. Then I'm going to give my R and my E, my reason and explanation. So I'm going to tell the reason, like let's say I chose this one, parents have trouble helping when kids need help. I'm going to give the reason and I'm going to tell a little bit more. So this part is important. The and. We're going to reason and explanation. You have to have the E in order to have a Rio, right? So you're going to choose your reason from your brainstorm and then you're going to add a little bit more. Does that make sense? So maybe I'm going to say, parents have trouble helping when kids need help, period. Sometimes we have done a strategy in class that parents don't know how to do. So when the student asks for help, the parents get frustrated. And the 4th grader does too. Okay, so I've given my reason right from my brainstorm, but I've explained it a little bit more. This can be 2 sentences or more. Okay, questions about that? Yes, Yusuf?
Not really about that, but
Okay, then hold on to it for a second. So then you can also go back to your red card. Okay, and your red card has some more information on it about your reasons and explaining. Why does this reason make your opinion the best? Okay, and then it even has some transition words down below. So there's a lot to think about here, but we're going to go on to our next step. Okay, from this to this. Ready? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in here to this red card where it says, introduce your opinion or stance and the counter argument. And then it says, Although some people think counter argument, I think, So this would be another way to start your opinion sentence. So that means I'd have to think of a counter argument, which in my case would be fourth graders should have homework, right? So I could use that to start my opinion sentence, and I can copy it right from there if I wanted to. Although some people think fourth graders should have homework, and if I look here, there's a little comma, I think, or I don't think they should. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so if I use this card, I can go through and every little line has an example. So number 1, persuade your reader with a solid reason. And this says one reason. Okay, so I'm going to say, oh, I forgot to mention this. Here's something important. Hold up 3 fingers. Your third reason should be your very best. Have you ever heard the saying, save the best for last? Yeah. You want to save your very best reason for last. So I might choose this one as my best one if I'm trying to convince a grown-up, right? I want to appeal to their concerns. So maybe I should say, so I'm going to use one of these transitions. One reason I think fourth graders should not have homework, and I'm going to say that a lot, right? Repeat it over and over. That's okay. Is they should spend more time outside. I have lots of research on that. So my explain sentence might start with one of these. This is important because, okay, so I can use these transitions right from my red card. And I can have more than one sentence. If I run out of room here on my reason 1 box, I can flip it over and just continue it on the back. Okay, this is where I can get all of my ideas down. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's kind of like our sloppy copy where we can get all of our good stuff down. So I can say, I even could look up some research. I just read that research says like 12-year-olds should spend 3 hours outside. So I'm going to say 9 and 10-year-olds.
Nope.
Remember I told you I was doing that 1,000 hours outside? I was reading some research. 9 and 10-year-olds should spend 3 to 4 hours outside each day.
Swimming.
Okay, Lawson, you have a question, hun?
Yeah, could I start mine like this if I was talking to my parents who'd like to persuade me to give you a pet? Could I go like, hello, Mom. I have an opinion to share.
You could. You could also squeeze in that counter argument, something like, I know you don't think we need another pet, but I think we should really get a dog. Because then it's kind of hooks them to be like, okay, we're having this conversation again, but maybe you're going to give me something new this time. Right? Ava?
I accidentally for my starting sentence, I did it as like an opinion.
Tell me, can you give me your example? What did you say?
So, when you were a kid, did your older sibling get to stay up later? And if you were the older sibling, did it seem unfair that you had to go to bed at the same time as your younger sibling?
Okay. And then did you say, in my opinion?
So could that still be an introduction?
Totally. Yep. Then you just need to say your opinion after all that and say like, in my opinion, all kids should go to bed at the same time or whatever your opinion is. I should get to stay up later. Yep. As I was saying, your last step is to turn your hard work into a beautiful opinion paragraph. So Connie asked me about her organizer here and if she needed to indent. And I had said, no, you don't need to indent here, but you do need to indent here. So give your piece a title, and then you are going to be the author. And like I might just call mine homework. Okay, and then I'm going to put my name. And then I'm going to go from my plan to my paragraph. Although some people think I'm going to indent. Okay, and I can make it even better. I can be checking for my transitions as I'm writing. Now this is going to be one paragraph. So even though this is spread out into chunks, Julian, you're going to put all this together into one paragraph. So when I'm writing here and I get to this word should, my next sentence is going to start right after the period. One reason I think, okay, it's not a new paragraph. That makes sense? Okay, so show me on your fingers, how many paragraphs are we writing? And how many, you're writing one paragraph? One. And how many times are you going to indent? One. You're going to indent one time, the very first word. All right.